How long do Labradoodles live? Are you looking to get a Labradoodle but are worried about how long they will be in your life for? If so, you're definitely not alone, as lifespan is one of the most common concerns brought up by would-be dog owners. The lifespan of a dog, especially a crossbreed one like the Labradoodle, can be a complex question to answer. But by the end of today's video, you'll be confident in knowing just how much time and care it takes to make sure your doodle lives a full and happy life. Before we get started though, if you could leave a like on the video, that would help us out big time. Thanks! Now let's take a closer look at what you should know in order to keep your Labradoodle healthy. The average lifespan. Labradoodles didn't start being bred in North America until the 1980s, but today they are some of the most popular dogs in the country. They are so beloved because they are big, loving family dogs with very outgoing personalities. To have a Labradoodle is to have a lifelong companion that you will feel a deep emotional bond with. But how long will that life last? Well, on average, a Labradoodle will live between 10 and 15 years, but there are many examples of some living longer than that. This lifespan is a little shorter than some other dog breeds, but that has a lot to do with sizing. The Labrador Retriever, one of the parents to the Labradoodle, only lived to be about 10 to 12 years old, and that's mostly due to how large they are for a dog. Since the Labradoodle also has a fair bit of poodle genetics though, they tend to live slightly longer, as they are also smaller than the Labrador. Now that we've defined the average and you have a better idea of what to expect, it's time to look at what factors could maximize as well as minimize your dog's longevity. Fitness. Dogs need exercise and activity just like us humans do, and a medium-sized dog like the Labradoodle is no exception. Daily exercise is a must with the Labradoodle, and it's definitely something you should be prepared to provide to your doodle if you want to keep them happy. These dogs are pretty energetic, and walking, playtime, or even just backyard time can go a long way in burning off some of that excess energy your Labradoodle is bound to have. Giving your dog the right amount of physical activity and doing it consistently can go a long way in stretching the lifespan of your furry companion, as well as making sure you aren't having to deal with any destructive tendencies that can occur when a dog is understimulated. Keeping their minds engaged. Labradoodles are kind, caring animals, but they are also clever and smart too. As important as it is to get their energy out and make sure they are getting exercise, these dogs will also require a fair amount of mental stimulation too. Labradoodles pick up tricks and commands very fast, and it is also pretty straightforward and fun on your part to train them as well. Teaching them commands, giving them doggy puzzles, and more can help make sure that they aren't getting bored. Ultimately, a Labradoodle is a family dog that is going to want to be around people a ton. But there will be times when the Labradoodle will benefit from a little problem solving on their own too. The proper diet. Another key component to your doodle's health centers around what you will be feeding them. According to research, dogs who are overweight live an average of 2.5 years less than dogs in proper shape. Diet has a whole lot to do with your dog's weight, and making a schedule will go a long way here. You should attempt to feed your dog at the same times every day, and measuring out the amount they get with each meal will also help regulate their weight better too. The kind of food can also make a big difference, and you should try avoiding cheaper dog food brands if possible, as they can fill the food with things your dog doesn't really want or need. When and if you decide to change dog foods, you should be extra vigilant of your dog in the following days and weeks afterward. Changing dog food can swing your dog's weight in other direction quite rapidly, and that can obviously complicate things and create more work for you and your dog later. Healthcare and grooming. Diet and exercise are going to be the things you're working on in a day-to-day sort of fashion. Healthcare and grooming, on the other hand, can be considered more situational, but are equally important in many ways. Finding a veterinarian that you and your pet trust and forming a good relationship with them can go a long way in preventing anything from popping up without you knowing. A good vet will advise you properly and will be able to spot any changes in your dog's health or behavior that you may not be aware of. Depending on where you live, there are a lot of variables that you're going to encounter, and having a vet in your corner that can give you help and tips should be a great asset to you. The other thing you should look for as a Labradoodle owner is a groomer you can readily access. Because Labradoodles inherit a hypo-allergenic, non-shedding coat from their poodle parent, you will not have to worry about sweeping up dog fur all the time. The flip side of this is that you will have to be more aware of tangles and matting that can form from your dog's unique coat of hair. Many Labradoodle owners visit a groomer regularly for this reason, for brushing, trimming, and sometimes even a full haircut. If you really don't want to deal with monthly trips to a groomer, you can always have them give your dog the puppy cut, which cuts their hair so short they won't have to worry about matting in the slightest. Signs of aging. If you do all of this, you should have a happy and healthy Labradoodle. However, there are some things that you should be aware of as your pooch starts to get older. Signs of aging are inevitable with a dog, as well as any living creature, and knowing what to look for can help you extend your dog's life even further. Some things you may wish to look out for include bleeding of the gums in or around the nose. This is a sign of von Willebrand's disease, and it's not even necessarily all that common among Labradoodles, but it is still something all dog owners should be on the lookout for. Another one is progressive retinal atrophy, also commonly referred to as PRA. Dogs afflicted with PRA can experience blindness as it progresses, and it can also affect the lifespan, so it is definitely something a vet should be looking at if it occurs. One of the most common health struggles a Labradoodle may experience, though, is something called hip dysplasia. Veteran dog owners who have had a golden retriever, lab, or any kind of doodle are probably aware of what this is, as it commonly affects these breeds as well as several others. This is a genetic disorder, meaning your best way of preventing it is to go to a reputable breeder who is able to show you tests showing your dog as healthy. Hip dysplasia can shorten your dog's lifespan as well as lower their quality of life, and so it's an important bit of due diligence for people buying straight from a breeder. You've made it to the end! Was there anything that you learned that surprised you? If so, let us know what it was in the comments below so we can read your answer. Ultimately, Labradoodles will live 10+ years if you put in the work and take proper care of them. These dogs are ultimately reliant on you to take care of them, and now you are equipped to make their lives as happy as they will make yours. We really hope you enjoyed this video, since we had fun making it for you. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video as it helps more people see our channel. Speaking of which, if you want to see more videos about Labradoodles, Golden Doodles, or a bunch of other breeds, make sure to take a look at our channel and subscribe. Have a good one, and see you all next time!